Welcome back to Dash Explore. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 cameras that will totally level up your family home videos. We are so lucky that we live in a time where we all have these awesome devices right in our pockets where we can take incredible videos at any time. And although our phones are so great and so convenient, they also have some downsides, and there are a lot of perks to having a separate dedicated camera just for videos and sometimes pictures when you are out and about on your family travels. And before I jump into telling you all the reasons why it's great to have a separate camera and showing you the 3 devices that we love to bring when we travel, I do want to mention that this video is not sponsored. We have purchased all of these cameras ourselves, and sometimes we've purchased multiple of them because we love them all so much. So this is our honest opinion and our honest reasons why we love these cameras and why we think you will love them too. All right, so let's start by talking about the benefits of having a dedicated camera for video while you're on your family trip. So we've all been there. We're out and about for our day. We're with our kids. We're taking pictures. We're looking for directions. We're looking for restaurants to go to. We're pulling up tickets for attractions. And at a certain point in the day, your phone battery starts to drop down. One of the absolute greatest benefits of having a separate dedicated camera for your family travels is you're not draining your phone battery by taking videos, by taking pictures. All of that can be on a separate camera. Usually when you are traveling, your days are super busy and jam-packed, and especially now in the 2020s, a lot of things require the use of our phones. Like I mentioned, tickets, tap to pay, navigation, all the things, they're all on our phones. And if you are also using that device to take pictures and videos of your family, you're gonna be draining that battery. So that is why it is so nice to have a separate dedicated camera where you are using the battery on that camera and not on your phone to capture those memories so that you can remember them forever. Another reason why we love having a separate camera for videos and pictures on our family trips is because of storage space. I don't know about you guys, but my phone is almost always at full capacity of storage. I take so many pictures and videos of our girls, whether we're at home or out and about, and it is really hard for me to part with those pictures and videos on my phone because I like to be able to look at them anytime, especially if I'm trying to reference something. So for me, a big reason why I love having a separate camera for taking videos on our trips is because I don't have to worry about the storage space on my phone. There is a whole nother device where I can take those pictures and videos, plus all of these cameras come with removable memory cards that you can pop in and out, you can buy new ones, you can replace them, and you don't have to worry about trying to delete stuff off or making sure you have it backed up. You can keep these memory cards and have these videos for the rest of your life. So battery life and storage space are probably the 2 biggest reasons why I love having a separate camera for our videos while we're out traveling. But 2 other reasons why we love all these cameras is 1, the quality. I find that the videos we capture on all of these cameras is a little bit of a better quality than we get from our phones. And since we use them so frequently to make home videos, we watch them with our girls, it is really nice to have the highest, crispest quality that we can get so that we can remember all of the places we've been, all of the memories that we've made in the clearest picture possible. And the last reason why we love having a dedicated camera just for our family travels is a lot of times these cameras offer options that our phones just can't give us. Things like underwater shots, time-lapse, hyperlapse, motion lapse, slow motion. Yes, you can get some of these things on your phone, but the ability to manipulate them in an editing software afterwards to get exactly the kind of shot you want is much greater on a dedicated camera for video. So that is a huge perk for us and something that we love to take advantage of. So hopefully we've shown you the benefits of why it's so great to have a dedicated camera for your family travels. And now I'm going to show you the 3 cameras that we absolutely love that have totally leveled up our home videos for our family travels. The first camera I'm going to show you is a little bit of a stretch and a little bit extravagant, but it is also so much fun. And that is a drone. So this particular drone is the DJI Mini 4K. They have a lot of different options in this mini series, and this is the most basic model that they have. And we are probably not too far off from upgrading this to one of their newer versions because we have loved this for so long, and we are ready to check out some of the new features that their latest models have. So like I said, it's a little bit over the top, it's a little bit extra, but the shots that you can get on this camera are absolutely incredible. So as you've just seen, the number 1 reason why we love this camera is that the shots that you get from this can be truly breathtaking. It is not something that you can get on your cell phone. It is super unique. It is such a great way to capture the place that you are visiting. And every time we fly this thing and capture videos, we are completely blown away with the types of shots we're able to capture here. And again, like I've already mentioned, another reason why we love the drone is because it's super fun. It is like flying a remote control plane. And although I may have rolled my eyes when Andrew told me he wanted to buy one of these, it turns out that I'm the one that flies the drone the most because it is truly so much fun to fly. And the last reason we love this drone for leveling up our family travel videos is because it is really small. Like I said, this is called the DJI Mini 4, and it is mini. It is rather compact. When it is all folded up, it fits perfectly in the palm of my hand. It's very small. It doesn't take up a ton of space. It's very easy to pack down. It does also have a remote controller that comes with it, so you do have to take that into account. But not only is its small size a benefit for packing, for traveling, it's also a benefit because If you see right here, it says that it is 249 grams. And that means that you can fly this in a lot of places without being a licensed or registered drone pilot. So I will get into this in a second, but there are a lot of rules and regulations around flying a drone. But with this particular model, what's really nice about it is that you can fly it in a lot of places because it is under that limit. You will see there are a lot of bigger, crazier, wild drones out there for people to fly that have cameras attached to them, but this one is very small, it's very compact, and because they are really diligent about making it under that 250 gram limit, it makes it a perfect starter drone for somebody who's interested in learning to fly a drone and wants to capture some really awesome shots. So this is the one camera of our camera upgrades that has a couple of cons, and probably the most obvious of those is that it is very easy to lose or break. If you are flying this hundreds of feet up in the air, sometimes over water, sometimes through trees, it is very easy to break. Not at all like I'm speaking from personal experience. So be really, really careful if you decide to buy a drone. Make sure you're watching it when you fly it, take precautions, take the weather into account so that you don't end up like we did a couple of years ago. Another con of the drone is that you can't fly it everywhere. There are lots of rules and regulations of where you can and can't fly it, for example, in national parks, near airports, and over most major cities. So you have to be really careful where you can and can't fly this. That is the reason why we don't take this camera on every trip, because you can't fly it in every location that you go to. But when you can fly it, the shots are incredible. So it is always good to have in your back pocket if you're interested. And the last downside to this camera, before we move on to the next one, is that laws are different in every country, in every state, and it requires a little bit of research before every trip to look into whether you can or can't fly it, whether or not you have to be registered or licensed. There's all kinds of rules. So you really need to make sure you do your research before you leave on your trip, because you don't want to get there and then realize you can't use it. So keep all that in mind when you are planning your trip if you are planning to bring a drone. So obviously that first camera is a little bit extra, and if you know that's not for you, this next camera option might be an awesome choice for you, and that is a GoPro. This camera is something that I was not expecting to love so much, but it's something that takes incredible quality shots and has so many benefits for travel. The first reason why we love this camera, and honestly the main reason that we use this camera still to this day, is because it is waterproof. We take it to the beach with us, we can take it underwater while we're swimming in the pool, we can take it out to a lake or a sound and stick it underwater to see what's going on down there. We have captured some really, really cool shots with this. We've taken it in the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, we've taken it all kinds of places, and the waterproof feature is something that is so super cool. Another reason why we love the GoPro is the accessories. So there are a lot of different attachments that you can buy for the GoPro that can really help you get some awesome and amazing shots. The one accessory that we use the most is a handle that we usually have attached down here that allows for the GoPro to float. So especially when we're in the pool or on a boat where it might possibly fall off, we have that handle attached to it, and if it falls in the water, it will still continue to float. Another accessory that we most recently bought that we are super excited to try out is a silicone sleeve that is attached to a necklace, so that way we can let Haley wear this camera when we are out and about. She really loves to take videos and pictures, so we are gonna let her try this camera out going into all of our future trips. Other accessories that you can buy are a head mount or a chest mount. So if you are water skiing or snowboarding or doing some kind of extreme sport, you can have this camera attached to you and you can get some really cool first person point of view shots of those kinds of activities. But the accessories for the GoPro are really, really cool and worth checking out. So that is another reason why we love this camera. Our last reason why we love this camera is that it is great for kids. We have found it to be pretty durable. Obviously, we are not throwing it at the ground or doing anything crazy, but from what we've seen, it's a pretty durable camera. And that is why we are gonna let Haley use her new necklace attachment and take it around on our days as we are out and about on our next upcoming trip. I will also go ahead and throw in an asterisk that this camera is 4 years old now. It's not the newest model. We're not just gonna hand her a brand new GoPro and tell her to go for it. This is an older camera. We are gonna watch her. She's not gonna wear it all day long. So don't just buy your kids a brand new GoPro and hand it off to them. You know your kids, make smart choices, but this is something that we think will be a really sturdy camera for her to try and learn all about video making. And I'll throw in one more benefit. It's obviously very small, very compact, and very easy for travel. And finally, this last camera is our absolute favorite camera that we have ever purchased. We love it so much that we have now purchased 4 of these cameras, and that is the DJI Osmo Pocket. So when I say 4 of these, I do want to go ahead and say that we originally bought one, and that was their original Osmo Pocket, and that is truly the camera that got me into video making. So we had the original one, and then when they came out with this one, the Osmo Pocket 3 a couple of years ago, we upgraded and bought a new one, and then we were using it so frequently, especially on our trips, we decided to buy another one so that Andrew and I could both have one in our pockets when we're out on our trips, so that I don't have to be the only one taking videos. And then one of those cameras might have gotten wet in the ocean, so the only con of this camera is that it is not waterproof, so file that away and make note of that if you are going to be using this camera. But then we decided to replace that other one, so now we have 2 cameras, we each have one. I'm actually recording this video on an Osmo Pocket right now, and then we have a second one. I did go ahead, you'll see that there is this blue dot on here, that is a sticker I put on them. That's just a system for me. So enough about all of our Osmo Pocket experiences. Let's talk about the benefits of this camera. So similarly to the GoPro, another reason why we love this camera is it is very small. It is called a pocket for a reason. It fits in your pocket. Well, maybe not if you're a girl. But we tend to do most of our trips in the winter or cooler months, so I usually have a jacket and it fits nicely in there or in my purse or belt bag or whatever I'm using. But it is very slim, very sleek, and doesn't take up a lot of space, and that is so perfect for when you're traveling, especially when you're traveling with your kids and you're bringing all of the stuff that they need. The next reason why we love this camera is that it is a gimbal camera. And if you don't know what a gimbal is a device that is built into the camera that helps to stabilize your shots. So when you're holding your phone, you're walking and your phone is moving with you. But with this gimbal device is going to stabilize the camera so that you can get much smoother shots as you're moving, as you're walking, and that feature alone is so incredible. And one more note on the gimbal, you will also see if you look at the drone, this drone camera is also on a gimbal so that these flying shots are stabilized as well. And the last reason why we love this DJI Osmo Pocket is similar to the GoPro, and that is the accessories. If you choose to purchase the creator kit for the Pocket 3, it comes with a bunch of different accessories that you can use for so many different things. One of those is a microphone, which you see I'm wearing now, and that automatically will attach to your camera so that you can get much better audio quality. And this is something that I didn't know we needed until I got it, and we love it. Another thing the creator kit comes with is a battery attachment. So this just clicks right into the handle and it makes it a little bit bigger, but this is basically an entire extra battery. So especially for traveling, it is so nice to have this extra attachment. You can start your day with it attached, or you can pop it in at the end of the day once you've worn the battery down. But honestly, we haven't even really needed this attachment because the battery life on this camera is pretty great. Another thing the creator kit comes with is a tripod attachment, which is huge, especially if you're trying to get videos of your family and you want videos or pictures of you all together. You can just screw the tripod into the battery handle and then it pops open, and now you can set this on the ground, on a table, whatever you want, and you can get all different kinds of videos. Again, something I didn't know I needed until I had it. There is also a case that comes with this that you can just set the camera down in nicely. It holds the gimbal straight so that you don't have to worry about breaking it when it's in your pocket, and protects the viewing screen for when you're taking your videos. Also, something that I think is really cool about this camera is that if you just press and hold the button, it will record in portrait mode. So if you are trying to record videos for a reel or for Instagram, you can record in this vertical setting, which is really cool in the year of 2025 and Instagram and TikTok and all the things. So those are the 3 cameras that we love for traveling that have completely leveled up how we document our trip. We are so glad that we have found these cameras, and I know we will continue to bring them along on all of our travels in the years to come to help us capture those family memories so that we can remember them forever. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you found this video helpful and that you got some information about which camera will work best for you and your family. You do not need all 3 of these cameras by any means. We obviously are super users of cameras and we really love them, but there are a lot of options out there. Do your research, make the decision that's right for you, and I hope that you find a camera that you love as much as we love these cameras. And I want to say again that this video is not sponsored. We purchased all of these cameras, so these are just our honest reviews and our honest thoughts about all of these devices. If you really enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please make sure that you give it a like, and if you want to follow along for more of our family travels, we have lots of exciting trips coming up. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can get notified when we post new videos. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much for watching today, and we will catch you in the next one.